Well, let's put this down for a quick second. Episode, well, can we call it episode 2?
Episode 1.
This is episode 1,
Uno.
episode 1-3. Sophisticated Ignorance Podcast. Oh, man. It's good to have you guys all here, man.
Yeah.
So we're chilling. We're at BJ Crib. Get BJ. Shout out to BJ for letting us shoot in the crib. So BJ going cool with us. You know what I'm saying? I go by the name of Tunde CO. Got a lot of names.
I'm Dani'e. I'm the goddess. Come on, Ja.
That's my name. You said it.
I think he got to stick up his ass today. I don't know what happened. It's not his usual
What I be
vibes.
talking about. Why you just can't be quiet? Why I can't be quiet and not be bothered?
Okay. For the record, y'all. So we're passing the mics today because I'm not an organized person, and yeah. Can somebody pass BJ the mic?
Cause you drinking.
He's here too.
Oh.
Okay. His special guest.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
First-third
First-third. BJ, aka Conflict Kid, aka Kid Credible, out here. I make beats.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Nigga out here with a whole promo.
I make the beats.
Old school stuff. Y'all gonna hear it one day.
So we got that mic back now. Oh man, we unprofessional than a bitch for this to be our first episode. This really has to be episode number 3 or 2.
I mean,
Technically, it's number 2. Well, all right. You know what? So I called them all in a rush yesterday.
Right.
I kind of called y'all in a panic because I was like, yo, we got to hop on this Kanye train. I'm striking while the iron hot, boy. Okay. Okay. I don't necessarily want to go first on this because I feel like a certain type of way because I feel as though I called this entire thing coming out. Jay has expressed that he has nothing to say on this on this topic. He's gonna end up saying saying something.
I'm gonna get you to say something.
You're gonna end up saying something.
I'm gonna get you to say something. I ain't worried about it.
So Danny, why don't you start off then? Go ahead, Danny. Any comments on Kanye West? Period. See, this is why I told y'all we're not getting glass. So this is like the 4th time I'm not.
Dead ass.
So what's up? Any comments on Kanye? Period.
Let's start with our special guest. I like debating.
All right. Well,
I'm a debate.
Don't walk into the trash. Don't do
all right. So Kanye has been wild, and Kanye has been coming off really crazy. You know, saying he supports Trump, and a lot of people say like his reasonings behind it, because Trump is a very, very hateful person. So to say that you're behind a hateful person, regardless if you say it's free thinker, he keeps calling himself a free thinker. Now I understand that the creative process that goes through Kanye when he's making these albums, when he's making these tracks, he's going through all these things, he has all these pressures, and the fact of the matter that, you know, he is part of the Kardashians. You know, we all have.
You're doing was I meant to go live. Yes,
Right. Yeah, you know, he's part of the Kardashians, so I think they have something where they have to be out in the open, and I think his method of doing it isn't the best method, you know, especially following after Trump. He said he supported Trump from the jump, you know what I mean? So he's been said it, but the fact of the matter that he's taking pictures with Trump, he always wants to meet Trump, and we know that Donald Trump right now hasn't been, at least for most people of color, that he hasn't been supportive of people of color, you know? So, you know, Kanye's situation coming out with that, I do think Kanye is wild. I do think Kanye, he can have his free thoughts or whatever, but I feel like if he got off of Twitter saying everything, then, you know, things would be better for him, you know?
What you mean? But what ain't better?
It's full of. It has so much volume in it today. Don't worry, I'm being positive.
Hey,
I got put in
so
the
much
rain
volume.
yesterday. Nah. My shit is fucked right now.
What do you think? How do you feel? What's your opinion?
I wanted to go last, but since I'm just gonna assume you have nothing to say. So I feel as though I called this. Like I said earlier, Kanye is not dumb, and this isn't just random. This isn't like, oh, he's in the sunken place. This is 100% calculated. Everything he's doing now, whether the calculation was correct and he did it the right way, that's like up for interpretation. But I feel as though he starting with last week. So starting with Ebro, right? Hot 97. Hot 97. Starting with Ebro. Not even starting with Ebro. Let's start with Charlemagne. He brought Charlemagne out to LA, right?
Right.
Playing music for him. If you ask me, he did it so he could, you know what I'm saying, have some type, you know what I'm saying, have somebody to like come out and actually like tell the world before he gets to really tell the world. You feel me? Like Charlemagne is on the Breakfast Club. Say what you want, whether you respect them, whether you like them, whether you listen to them or not. If you have a good interview or just some type of anything that comes out on the Breakfast Club, it's gonna curb anybody's enthusiasm. It's gonna run the headlines, and they like running shit. They like running topics for weeks. They talk about that type of stuff. Like, yo, if we can eat off of this interview for a whole week, then we gonna eat off of it. You know what I'm saying? If you got something exclusive like Kanye got new music, and I'm pretty sure Charlemagne asked him, like, is it cool if I tell people that you got new music? Of course he's going to be like, yeah. So Charlemagne comes out initially, tells people Kanye got new music. And Kanye get back on Twitter. Or one of them, you know what I'm saying, I don't know what happened first, but it was all around the same time. Kanye hops back on Twitter, tweeting all this great shit. Everybody's going crazy, right? Nobody was hating. Everybody loving it. Then Ebro comes around. Ebro, I don't really know what to call it. I don't know if he was really sick about it or nothing, but apparently he had a conversation. He said he had a conversation with Sahai, and Kanye came into the conversation, and they ended up speaking. But Ebro talking his shit as he, you know what I'm saying, I believe he customarily do. You know what I'm saying? I think Ebro definitely is a kind of like a...
This conversation is boring.
You wildin'.
No, continue. I'm just saying, this background shit is... Go ahead.
That's what we got out of him. That's the first thing you said, us.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Go ahead. No,
just because you don't care, motherfucker.
No, see that, no, I'm not gonna do that.
Anyways,
just saying, time to get to the popping shit, you know?
Ain't no popping shit for real, but I would just want to go through this actual thing. So Ebro and him are popping shit back and forth. He called Ebro like, yo, I love you, bro. I'm leading with love. Ebro said, Kanye said, I'm leading with love. Then what comes next? I love Trump. Ebro was just popping shit on him on the radio, and now he talking about, I love you, Ebro. I just called to say I love you. Then, I love Trump. Trump is shitting on all of us. But at the same time, you still got to keep in mind, him and Kanye got a personal relationship. Like, before he was president. You know what I'm saying? So...
You feel like this was calculated publicity?
Not just publicity, but all right, if we really want the world to be great, the only way that's going to happen is if everybody literally loves everybody, but that shit not going to happen. So
this is the type of stuff that happened before people get killed. Like, they come up with these theories, and then the government come kill them. He probably die tomorrow.
If I die tomorrow, I'll put this podcast out, nigga.
First of all, just keep that energy on that side of the couch. Now, all I gotta say is, Kanye a grown ass man, you a grown ass man, you're a grown ass man, this a grown ass woman, I'm a grown ass man, it's another grown ass man right there. We all got our own opinions. What I eat don't make nobody else in his shit. Leave that man alone. Why do everybody care so fucking? I mean, I understand why everybody cares so much, but in caring so much, don't make yourself look dumb. Because I have literally had this conversation with somebody like 3 days ago. And they represent the population that buys his music, goes to his concerts, supports him, but feel like because they do that, they can control him. And that is just a hold up. So don't try to tell somebody what to think or what to say just because you support their music. Either you're going to like it or you ain't going to like it. He don't know half of these motherfuckers popping shit. Therefore, he ain't going to change his thoughts because of those strangers. Leave him in his sunken place. He ain't hurting you. That's all I got to say.
Well,
Leave him.
I do have. So is it that Kanye is? So a lot of people, you know, what I mean, we follow Kanye's. I don't have anything to say about his free thinking because everybody's entitled to their own opinion, who they like and who they don't like. But this is the same Kanye who came out, you know, was 9-something years ago saying that George Bush doesn't like black people. So do people feel as though Kanye is not being the real Kanye, or we're just getting to see the real Kanye? Because I understand that people go through life changes and they all want to do certain things like that. They go through metamorphoses. And is it that Kanye is going through a metamorphosis where he feels though he was does he feel as though he's taking the hate out of his whole life, or is
biological concept right now? Like,
does he feel like he's taking hate out of his whole life, or is he just feel like he's switching up? Or is he being different in how he already was?
I mean, at the end of the day, a lot of people have questions, and really all of the questions can only be answered by Kanye. And since Kanye ain't coming here,
but I mean,
you know,
podcast, nigga. Like we gonna talk.
No, I'm saying, but I'm here to express my thoughts without being interrupted. I'm just saying. You're that brother. You're that brother. When somebody's speaking and you know not to talk, you're that brother. But what I'm saying is, I get both sides. I'm just saying, a lot of people are so engrossed in groupthink and not having their own opinions that, number one, somebody step out saying some hot shit, i.e. Kanye, and they're like, oh, let's just all jump on his back. There's not many people that have their own opinion about it. I just think if you're going to follow something, follow the whole thing. I mean, you got them people jumping in at the last minute saying bullshit, but my thing is, he already said he don't have to agree with everything that somebody does. He don't agree with the political decisions Donald has made or is making. You said that he had a personal relationship with him before he was the president. Why are people coming down on Kanye because he want to be still friends with somebody even after they doing some bullshit? That's just like if we cool. I mean, there's two different sides of everybody. Like I'm the other side of you I might not like, but I'm not going to just not fuck with you because you do something different. Because I do different stuff too. So, I mean, just leave him be. And a lot of people feel like, oh, because he said that about George Bush, he got to automatically be that same way in 2018, which comes to your point. Maybe he's changing. I mean, that's everything we're saying is he, him, Kanye. Therefore, there are him, his, Kanye's problems and personal opinions.
But my thing,
don't lose no sleep over this Kanye shit because he don't give a goddamn about what we.
Absolutely not, but it's something to talk about. And sure. I think one thing that he brought up is really important, which is the free thinking. Like being a free thinker, most people, if you're a free thinker, most people are automatically gonna assume that you're pushing up against the norm. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying you just like going against the grain just for the sake of going against the grain. But there are literally people who literally just think outside the box. Like there are people who just think out in left field.
But this ain't him thinking out of left field. This is not a creative
but
project.
It is
this
because,
is his opinion on a political party and a political person
but it's
on
out
government.
It's out of left field
matter.
because
I
he's
feel like nobody would have anything to say
method.
if it was not Donald Trump.
If it wasn't
okay,
Kanye,
but because it is Donald
hold
Trump,
on. So what do you call the dude
wow, we agree.
Tekashi?
Oh
what do you call the dude Tekashi? Is there anything different from what Kanye's doing right now versus Tekashi's whole thing?
That's Billy dude, right? Gummo dude?
Yes.
What you mean what's different? What do you mean?
Is there anything that's different from them? Because it's all based on trying to force shock value out of it. So it's your method and how you're doing it.
Right, but all he said was that he wanted to make what? Okay, in essence, nothing Kanye West said was like, "Fuck black people" or "Fuck our heritage, fuck our culture."
He never said that.
Right. So why are we having a whole dilly fit about somebody's own political views?
Well, obviously,
and it's not even a political view because he didn't say he was a Republican. He didn't say he was gonna vote for all Republican parties. He didn't say nothing. All he said was he liked Donald Trump.
I'm a pass it, but obviously everybody in the room we're kind of all on the same side of the table right now.
Oh, okay, cool.
That, but let's not now.
But to argue for argument's sake,
You doing our
let's give Kim.
First time we finally not arguing. He won't make us argue.
Let's give Kim some credit.
Let's not give her no credit.
See, look, it's people like her. Kim said it's going to be somebody else a couple of years from now that's going to come and say the same thing Kanye is saying. Kanye is that person to what somebody else said in the past. My thing is, it depends. People want to put their feelings on a certain side when it comes to who the message is coming by. People don't care more about the message as they should as they do about the messenger. So if I could sit here,
right? No, I'm not. Did y'all see that video?
Look,
she was like, she want to have our black lips, our black eyes.
I'm gonna stand alone. But what I'm saying, and having said all of that, I see the point that she was making in saying that somebody else can come and say the same thing Kanye is saying, but they would be treated a different way. And
all these Kardashians want to be black. A black lady, a black woman, a black girlfriend with a snatch they nigga. Like, give me that. You're doing too much today. So a little too much attention. Chloe is bad.
I think 2 points to be made though are: is it the fact of the matter of what Kanye is what Kanye is saying just on Donald Trump, or just how Kanye has been ranting crazy, or just? But
that's freedom of. Like, how is it him ranting? If he would have been one of us, it wouldn't have been a rant. Like, public figures, it's already, they can't even. We have to look at it from their point of view. Like, they can't live a regular people life because they have everybody looking up to them, and you can't look up to public figures. You can't look up to artists. You got to be your own person. Like, y'all saw that video with Lil Wayne. He was like, I can't show you how to live life. You just got to know how to live your life. It's the same thing. We can't bash somebody or come at somebody or question somebody's thoughts.
Said, I never experienced racism, so racism doesn't exist.
Right. However, he can't teach you how to freaking live. He can't show you how to live. You got to be able to live yourself.
And this is why I asked this question, because we come from Kanye, now this is where we bring up the Kardashians as well. Because do you think that Kanye wants to be?
We didn't say nothing about that.
No, for real, because
they will be right after us. But
don't say that name. Nigga, sue us. Chris is coming for us. Chris, I'm on your side.
Do you believe that because of the Kardashian influence that Kanye acts a certain way?
Absolutely not. Kanye been Kanye since.
Because
Kanye always wanted to. Hold on, let me get
because
Kanye always wanted to have some type of white person.
Well, yeah. Well, Kanye always wanted to have some type of attention.
Well, maybe not even say white person. He always wanted to have corporate recognition.
Exactly. So,
but like I'm talking like high end. So I remember like back in the day, like he had that huge fit because was it Louis V or Versace? Louis V, they wouldn't, like, the top people wouldn't meet with him. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We had creative ideas like, you're a designer, bro. Like,
and it's not about
the CEO doesn't have to meet with you. I mean, granted, you're making what makes their brand popping, but you're one of their designers.
Exactly.
The CEO of a whole corporation don't have to meet with you.
But just what I'm saying, we see these things with Kanye, right? Where he's going through all these love things, and I love Trump and whatever like that. If we take it back, 3-4 years ago, when he still had this same, he had the little beef with Jay-Z. Now he's going on all those concerts saying this crazy stuff about Jay-Z. Jay-Z don't fuck with him, all this type of stuff. And although, like, that's Kanye as a person, right? It's weird to say that was Kanye, and now Kanye is going to this point where I love everybody, I love this, I do this, da da da. Is it because he's releasing a new album, or is it because he's coming up with new music, or is it because you think Kanye is? It could be, or is it promotion for his album?
It could be because the wind blew that way. But at the end of the day, he's an individual just like we're individuals.
Exactly.
We can have a mood swing, and it's only because he's a public figure that everybody is so invested in it. Mm-hmm. Now, granted, if I was a public figure, I'm just living my life or whatever.
Exactly.
That outside noise from the public that I know is already putting pressure on me and looking at me, I can react to that, and I can do so publicly, and that could be why I do this or do that. Mm-hmm. Everybody has to understand that people are well-rounded. Like,
exactly.
We are all influenced by something, our feelings and everything can be infiltrated. So it's like, what the fuck y'all doing on my phone?
Watching porn.
Yeah, okay. Anyway,
your battery's about to die, asshole.
I just think let's not spend too much time on him. This could be another. Some people I know are saying this is a distraction from the motherfucking missiles with them Koreas. See now, if it turned out that y'all is spending time on Kanye and Kim and them, and we die tomorrow when we could have been thinking about some shit, it would be my prayer that you all go to hell.
It wasn't insane. It wasn't insane.
But and this what I'm saying. So do y'all think that this is a Kanye? Because before
I don't
Kanye
think-
comes with albums, he always does something to, you know what I mean, get people going. He just does that. He always
You
kind
gotta
of.
get the people going.
And that's what I'm saying. Do you think? Do you think? This
Nah, it could. Honestly, I don't really think it's no promotion kind of thing, because he could have just dropped out some more sneakers and got money from it. This ain't nothing that's just. I don't feel like it was a
Well,
matter
That's
of.
another thing.
that was
Kanye
that-
doesn't need a gimmick to sell records.
Right, it's Kanye. That's like Jay-Z. He don't gotta.
But-
Lemonade came out the night before she started putting out tickets for her tour. Like, I don't think it was that. I literally think it was just the fact that maybe he's at a point in his life where he's like, you know what? Maybe he feel like he ruined a good friendship.
well,
Now, now they kids never gonna play.
Well, even then,
Blue Ivy need
but
friends.
This is what Kanye's doing as well. He's coming out with an album with Cudi, who a couple years ago, Kid Cudi and Kanye had beef as well.
Well, maybe
So-
he
so
at a point where he don't want to have no more beef.
If this is his way of marketing anything, then what can happen next is he's going to come out with another album with Jay-Z. It's going to be a Jay-Z and Kanye song. This will be a perfect time because.
If Jay wants to do that.
But this will be a perfect time for him to do that because right now, and this is just speaking from a music perspective.
That Jay don't want to do that
This is coming from a music perspective now. You mean he built it up. He built up. Now
if
he's
I was Jay at the current moment, I'm not doing it.
well, now Kanye's coming out with the I Love Everybody thing. Now he's coming out with this I Love
At
Everybody
the current,
thing,
but
fixing all
he's
his
still
beefs and all his problems.
at the current moment. At the current moment, Kanye's still taking the L. Did y'all listen to Ye vs. The People with him and T.I. and they're having a conversation? And pretty much T.I. is like, are you willing to risk your legacy for something that, granted, is something that you feel is important, but the way you're going about it is, you know what I'm saying?
But that's
Partner.
what people do as artists. That's what T.I. does when he puts out his music.
Yeah.
He taking that risk. Kanye's taking that same risk. So although I didn't hear that conversation, I think that's dope. But
Well-
I have a church announcement. Church announcements. R. Kelly says he's heartbroken by the sexual misconduct allegations against him.
Okay.
And I quote, "The women in my life are consenting adults, and they were with me on their own free will."
All right. So the whole R. Kelly thing. Now
Wait.
What we not gonna do?
let's talk about the Pied Piper of R&B. That's what we're not going to do.
Robert Kelly.
We're not going to talk about him.
We ain't about to talk about him or Bill Cosby, right?
Oh my God. I mean,
So we not.
prayers up for him being heartbroken over this.
I don't feel like he heartbroken at all, but I do feel like those are grown women.
What's
They
wrong with
are
women?
free
Why a man
women.
can't feel some kind of way.
No,
Women want
no,
you to feel what they
no,
want you to feel.
I don't think he heartbroken.
Look, she like, oh, he can't be heartbroken. Why he
I
can't
didn't
be
say he
heartbroken?
can't be heartbroken. I don't think he's. I don't
My
feel
thing
like
is
he's
this.
heartbroken.
said what I mean. You don't know what you're talking about.
However,
My thing is this, man.
do you believe he's heartbroken?
That's not what I'm going to comment on.
Okay.
I believe that as a human being, you have emotions, and if your name is being drugged through the mud and you know the real truth, you're going to feel some kind of way, whether you let that out or not. So I'm not here to be like, oh, I know he feeling this way, he feeling that way. I'm just saying.
You can't do that.
Prayers, why can't
You
I?
can't always do that in entertainment. When you're in a public spotlight, you can't, even if your name's getting dragged, sometimes you just gotta let your name get dragged and let that shit run.
Peep Usher.
I'm not here
Peep
to
Usher.
argue with
He
y'all.
didn't
I'm
say
just
he
saying
was
my personal
heartbroken.
opinion.
He didn't say he was heartbroken. Another day. He was silent. We didn't hear
Y'all
nothing.
know who y'all can learn from when shit come up about you and don't say nothing? Beyonce.
Well, that's because she got
Beyonce's fucking credentials.
or her money. First of all, she got
Do it
niggas to
cost
sign
any money for you to be
non-disclosures.
silent
Okay.
and to live your life and put on your
First of
contract?
all, I feel
No,
like
they're talking about credentials and
to a
monies.
label?
Well, you know Beyonce.
Or is she independent? Is she signed to a label or is she
Look
independent?
back. Look behind you. Look behind you. Yeah, look behind you. That's where my point went. I didn't say nothing about no credentials. I didn't say nothing about nobody's monies. Her mouth is closed. Her mouth is closed. That cost her $0.00. Her mouth is closed. She mind her business, and she do what she want to do. if y'all saying that, then also realize that it don't cost you no money, no record label, no nothing to sit in your house and shut your motherfucking mouth when somebody is spreading lies about you. I do it all the time. And I'm a broke motherfucker at the moment. At the moment. Take a lesson from the regular folk celebrities. Just chill.
What did she be quiet about? Though?
Chill.
How about you?
What did she be quiet about? What was her
I'm
silence?
sure people are burning and have all these questions. They want to ask about the elevator all these years later. They want to ask about Kanye, ask about this, ask about that. She ain't giving them the opportunity. Like y'all saying, you know, they stay in. You know, they don't go on interview. They don't do this stuff. Right. You know, it's tactics you can take that are free that, you know, can keep your name in good standing, you know, or shift your whole perception that people have of you.
You also think that's do you also think that's a marketing ploy? I think a lot of it comes from marketing.
I believe Beyonce will not say nothing ever to damage who she is as a person or as an artist to other people that buy her stuff.
We don't know Beyonce's personal life, right? Besides, you know, Jay-Z cheated, right? But that was a whole marketing ploy in itself. Jay-Z unfaithful, right? She come out with Lemonade, Heartbroken, all that. Jay-Z come out.
Hold on. Shout out of Canada. How'd y'all feel about her Coachella performance?
All right. So first off,
I mean, African American Greek. I just feel shocked and appalled that she would put Beta Delta Kappa on her goddamn sweater without motherfucking knowing that meant something. Okay, that is just who. And then who was that?
Did she shimmy? Did you see
Bruh, she's a noob. She was doing the Alpha Train.
I was going to watch it. Okay. I wish that she had instead of creating her own. Okay, hold on. Before I even get to the negative, the performance was lit.
No,
I know the whole performance was lit. I didn't get to watch the entire whole performance.
I'm just here to comment on that because y'all are Greek. So just let me say what I say.
Let's cover the performance part.
All right, you know, hundreds of dancers. She employed them. You know, some of them, you know, was young like us. You know, she employed them. That was, you know, shout out to her.
Spectacular. Shout out to them.
You know what? That guy.
Thank you.
That I'm that brother that is all for blacks, and I would do it at the expense of some feelings of other races. I'm that brother. I am, and unlike Beyonce, I'm not gonna just let my work speak for itself. I'm gonna speak with my work too. So I'm gonna say this for her. She employed majority, you know, of her little cast and stuff was black, and that I love, and that I feel like she should do again
Absolutely.
and again and again and again, because Black Lives Matter. Always did and always will. Now, she danced and sang for 2 hours straight. You know, shout out to Matthew Knowles. You know, he prepped them, you know, had them singing on the treadmills and stuff. You know, she just really bust them up. She bust them up. You know, she broke headlines. She's very strategic in what she does because not only did she herself, you know, make history, she made history with her two best friends because they were also the first girl group to, you know, do that. So, you know, shout out to her. That's all I got to say about the matter. Now, y'all
great performance. I swear it was a great performance. Yeah. Not saying it was not a great performance, but I'm talking about the logistics.
As being a member of a Greek organization.
Wait, so all of y'all here is Greeks except for me?
Y'all too.
You're not Greek.
But you know, you can't.
Oh, stand alone. Shit. Oh, I ain't shit. Yeah, my PMC is holding it down as usual. You know what it is. You can't hear him because all the mics is over here. Y'all might not even hear me right now.
But you mean you just can't do that. I don't know. Like,
you just can't do that.
I know it sounds crazy.
You just can't do that. That shit is unacceptable.
Because
like,
you know what's gonna be crazy when we go on campus and we see that one white girl with the jacket on.
And now all of a sudden, y'all peep Greek shenanigans when everybody talking about I'm a proud sister, a Beta Delta Kappa. Like when was this acceptable?
Coachella 18.
Right, like what?
And now you're gonna come to campus and you're gonna hear a song like we're gonna do Beyonce performance to this song.
Like
now
what?
It's Greeks. It's D9 organization.
Beyonce spelled her name Hold on, I gotta put it up. I gotta put an actual thing up so I can really see what it says.
First of all, the E's were Sigma signs.
Exactly, that's an S.
See, like it's little stuff that was not your name.
That's
realistically, but Theta something was in there too. It was T's. Like you have too much money, okay, to not be paying these people to correctly spell your name.
She has enough grease around her.
Right.
Now, I understand if you're just a dancer.
I don't care. I would have said something. Look, sis. Sorry, sis. That's not Beyonce. Like, you should have told her that Sigma sign was an S. You should have just told her that little thing that looked like a QE is not an E. Why does everybody think that the E, you feel me? Why people don't just get the Greek alphabet before they start doing shit?
But even then, like, just don't. Yo, Beyonce got enough creativity around her. She could have made up some fake letters, and we would have been cool with it.
Here's
right?
the thing. People will listen to this and say it and be like, yo, y'all, first of all, y'all mad uptight for being that finicky and being that picky about some shit. But think about it this way. If she brought a classical band out, right? If she brought a classical band out and was talking about this is HBCU culture, y'all would be sick too.
You know what I mean?
If you misrepresent something, even if it's on a small little scale as something as small as the Greek letters, think about that. So that's so basic. If it's so basic, why couldn't you do your research on something so basic? And also, if you're gonna big up HBCUs, this, that, and the third, I would have rather you actually bring out some HBCU bands and bring out some actual Greeks. Well, not actual, well, they were actual Greeks, but actual Greek organizations to do that performance with you. Now, granted, you got to go through a whole national process. People got to clear, but it's Beyonce, dog. Whose org is not gonna?
We're gonna get killed. Beyonce in Greek letters is Beyonce. B for beta, E for. Oh my God, that's why they did all the extra shit.
There's no C in.
Right, but what was that? What else they was gonna put for it?
Sigma
That's
sign.
probably why.
You're right. Damn.
Now that you think about it, it's like,
can't
damn.
Spell Beyonce
you can't. You
Greek.
already Beyonce in Greek letters is Beyonce. You can't do nothing
Well,
else
I mean,
with it.
obviously that's why she tried to spice it up. But like, nigga,
Don't do it again.
Schlark.
Don't do it again. You failed.
And then to actually throw up the Kappa symbol and to actually shimmy but not show love to anybody else. Yo, come on, B. Yo, it's
was he
people.
supposed to blue? Like, what was you looking for?
But I'm just saying, like,
You was looking for her to say "Go Mob" or something? Like, what was?
She could. But this is when they stepping and strolling. This is when they dancing.
Oh, she's supposed to hit a Sigma walk real
They
quick.
could have Sigma walk. She could have so much other. You gonna throw up one organization under a fake organization and call it as your thing?
It would have been better off if she had to just.
Black youngster. Oh.
Black
Oh.
Greeks do they?
Oh. Ain't nobody saying nothing to Black youngster with that little shimmy.
I'm not a Greek, so I'm not gonna say nothing about
Make
this
that big
matter.
booty work.
I'm just gonna sit here and wait for the tides to change in the next.
Why didn't you
subject.
pledge anything in your school years?
It wasn't anything I wouldn't. It was
You went to
personal-
centenary. Next subject. Well, do we go back?
I got a basketball scholarship.
Do we go back or do we keep
Really?
moving?
Yeah, they want me to play for their team.
And we keep it moving.
Yeah, but my personal preference, I just didn't. It wasn't my thing.
You could have joined a singing organization.
I am in a group, by the way. I'm that brother, but I'm just saying. I got a book on Greek life. My cousin was a Greek. Her father, like it goes deep. But I wasn't with the pressure. It wasn't something I wanted to do. And yeah, it's just it's just not my thing.
Okay. So now you're just here.
Al Horford for 3.
Silence.
But I was gonna say you look familiar. Though. Have you ever come to the campus or anything? Oh, well, never mind.
The coach was he was at all my games and shit. Cool dude.
Yeah, I'm not even going.
All right, so the new thing that I've been seeing on Twitter today is have y'all been seeing like the dyke photos?
Am I the only person that doesn't have a Twitter?
You might be the only person without a Twitter.
I have it.
You have a Twitter?
Yes, I have a Twitter. So
You have a Twitter, Mike?
I'm gonna pull it up. It's a
Huh.
picture.
Everybody does not have Twitter here.
You used to have a Twitter though.
He used to have a Twitter. I mean, you are like 30.
Hold up.
Wait,
You had a Twitter back when Hit the Floor was on. Everybody used to watch Bad Girls Club. What night it was? What night was it?
Wait a minute.
Was it Tuesday? Was it a Wednesday?
Wait a minute. We definitely gotta put him on the spot. That was funny. No, how you do the dramatic? No, go ahead.
What you mean? Go ahead. You done muted the whole podcast.
I think it's that one. I think it's
No,
Beats.
it's dramatic.
I think it's the one you're at.
Dropping
though.
the shit. Yo, shout out to the 2 people that's still here. Hey, shout out to Nova, you know what I'm saying? We in EO right now.
Oh, you weren't? I thought you were there.
It's been a solid 2 people on the live the whole time, you know what I'm saying? Like, we've done 0 promo for this. We put out no type of, like, branding for this.
But you did say you had a Twitter in '88 though.
Here we go.
This man also talk about some mute alpha gamer.
Whoa.
So
Let me see.
That's what kind of popped up on my timeline.
Wait, let me see this.
Okay, just so y'all Just so y'all know what we're looking at is a strap on that's cut up with some
13s.
fucked up cut up Jordans.
13s.
It said today it's
Can I get a close up?
The 13s, bro.
No?
That's
Okay.
cheating. You know what I mean?
So you cut up her strap?
I don't know. I don't.
My dick. Wait.
In the comments, she said, "Oh my dick."
My dick face palm, but it's like the dude face palm. My 13's dude face palm. I want to cry all over again. I'm hurt as I'm hurt as fuck.
Physically hurt or like
My dick.
It's like a
Bitch!
emotional pain. Like, first of all, we don't know how much this costs, Sister Man. We don't know how much this costs.
I don't know. But Jimmy
Maybe this was like the favorite one though. Like maybe this was like that. This was that one.
Yo, there's an episode of Shameless. Like,
Maybe-
how many dicks did she have?
Maybe this was
My dick.
this was like the best one she had ever purchased. Like maybe that was a gift from her. Like you know what I'm saying? You never know.
It's just, I don't know.
We gotta talk about something else.
That brings us to the topic. When we got here, yo, oh my goodness. When we first got here, I sat down and I was like, damn. We just willingly sat down. We don't even know if this nigga just had sex here. We don't know if we need to black like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if he just had sex and just nutted all on this couch? So I had to literally have a conversation. Because I really can't. I hate, even when I go to his house, I literally just think, okay, his girlfriend was not just here. They did not just have sex right here. You got to think positive thoughts. Because you'll really be sitting in somebody's nut and not even know it.
We are sitting on a futon right now.
Exactly.
So
you probably wasn't snacking that shit right here. You probably was getting creative and some shit.
Yo, you're out of pocket, dog.
We can't take people nowhere. We can't take nobody nowhere.
No, that's why she on this podcast, nigga.
After this podcast, you're gonna be going to people's house, looking on people's couches like,
I do that at every house. I swear.
Hey,
If
listen,
I
did y'all
ever
used
go
to watch
your house, I
Roommaters?
do that.
they want to get the black light.
Yes. That's
Can you
every
is there like a
time,
black
yo.
light app?
I don't know. I got a black light in the room.
Put it on
Let me
J-Ho
get it.
outfit right now.
Yo.
Plus, you're already sat down already, so if it's all
That's what I said. When I sat down, I looked at you, I said, I'm not even about to think about it, but I'm pretty sure.
Don't put it on me.
But I talked to you about it when we got here.
No, we ain't have no conversation about that. She
We
lying.
did.
You lying. What's that? Why you keep making that noise?
First of all, I love Cardi B.
She's a Cardi B.
So, like...
They don't buzz. They.
I ain't see her. She was like,
You sound like a downtown North pigeon. When
that's
you
what it is.
She sound like a hoot hoot. So I've been trying to pass.
Oh my
this
God,
mic
but
for
I
the
want to bring,
longest.
I just want to just ask this one question and then I'm not going to ask anything else, okay?
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Promise.
Who's a better entertainer, Michael Jackson or Beyonce? And don't nobody piss me off.
fuck get
Michael-
off this couch 2 different
Michael
times, and how
Jackson.
dare you have just done that?
Michael
First of all,
Jackson.
people ask, no, because people ask this on Instagram, and they
And
said
that's where we'll
and
stay
they said
on
Beyonce.
Instagram, not on this podcast. Good
They said
evening.
Beyonce. I was a little hurt, but what do you think? What do you think? See, look, it's niggas like that gotta think. Everybody else just said Michael Jackson. Look at this.
I think it's the times. I really do, because that's like comparing Michael Jordan to LeBron James.
People do it. People do it.
No, it's not.
The times don't change. They're still both great players of their time.
Dog, if they were in the same time,
You can never say that. If Beyonce was out at the same time Michael Jackson,
Beyonce's not better than Michael Jackson.
I'm not saying
She can't dance like Michael Jackson. She wasn't a star as young as Michael Jackson.
But I'm not saying that she is better or Michael's better. I'm just saying that it's the times. I can't really choose, because Beyonce's in my time.
Michael Jackson hair was real.
Did Michael Jackson have Coachella? Michael Jackson didn't even make his own. He did exactly. Yo, it's different times.
Mike didn't need Coachella. Mike's concerts was more lit. It's the same shit as Coachella.
You feel me? Like I'm saying.
All of these you're talking about Beyonce, and I'm pretty sure you talk about who her influences are.
Well, of course.
That's gonna be somebody that she looks up
Of course, but I'm saying,
and somebody
I just think
she
it's the
strives
times.
to be like,
just
not
think
even to be.
I just
Maybe
think
be
it's the
greater
times,
than,
you know what I
but
mean?
she's still striving to be greater than him, which means
But
she's
you-
not
I mean,
better than
this
him.
Michael Jackson, like just like I said, the LeBron James,
Exactly.
Jordan thing, you can. Jordan is always gonna be better.
Jordan
He had
is
the most
better.
rings. But yeah, but
Jordan is better than
compare what
LeBron.
they do, because the time of the league is different.
LeBron happens to be Jordan just 6'10". Well, slightly lesser Jordan, just 6'10".
Yeah.
Less competitive Jordan.
He just put up 45 the other day, man. We're not even talking about LeBron, bro. LeBron, he go win.
6 rings, nigga.
That's what I'm saying.
Shout out to me.
Are we done? Huh?
I have nothing to say.
Yo, you about to get kicked off the podcast, bro. Start talking.
Who gonna kick me off?
Nigga, me.
You just won't get another invite.
Who gonna kick me off?
Us.
Who gonna kick me off?
What part of us?
You know what? When black people are trying to come together and do
tall
something
versus the tall.
positive,
Who gonna kick us off? Who gonna
you're
kick me
that
off?
brother.
Oh,
You're that brother.
I told you, man.
Bye, wig.
First of all, this is popping. You saw that snapback? That shit was like. Ooh.
I said what I said. I see you. We see each other.
Listen, sis. Oh, ooh. I'll kick you off, and he'll join.
I'm not here to demonize or put down anybody, because your character speaks for itself.
Lift me up.
So
then.
when y'all after
lift
heard
me up,
say
then.
that,
Lift me up, then.
run the tape back and see what she just did. But
Lift me up,
when
then.
they go low, we go high.
The Lord will always allow me to prevail, baby.
Yeah, I need people to stop lying on God. So
I cannot wait till we turn this off. I'm gonna lock the door. How you gonna get home?
Let's go to Twitter and see what's going on.
Oh, I was about to end it, but okay. All right. Well,
Oh, okay.
Just because
Come
you
on
have
in.
nothing else to say all day now, you want to discuss? No. Ooh. It's over. You should have been communicated when you had the chance. Twitter's a dub, and you're on Instagram.
Like,
Sorry.
women.
Tunde has spoken.
Dot.
Tunde has spoken. Tunde. Tunde.
Thank you, hood rats.
I'm not a hood rat. All the time. I wasn't a
cow.
hood rat today.
Anyways, that's a wrap for the day. I mean, we can always like record a little afterthought. I don't want to call it an afterthought because now it sounds like I'm just biting Joe Budden, dog. Like, fuck. But we could do what we did the first time, and you know what I'm saying? Just record a little after conversation, you know what I'm saying? A little chill down and shit like that. But looks like we're done here. Jay continues to look at people like Porky the Pig and shit. BJ's packing his vape. Danny keeps purring.
No, I'm not a kitten. I'm a pigeon.
Danny continues to be a bird.
I'm a bird.
And I'm about to
Is
drink
that
some more
Thotty?
wine.
Is that Thotty?
Mike's neck probably hurt from
Facts. Is his head.
looking
like,
at this.
Nigga
Nigga got the illest crick in his neck. He been looking at the camera like this for the last 45 minutes. So, anybody? Anything to say?
Signing
BJ?
off. The goddess. 2 underscores on the gram. Ja.visuals. Like a picture or two.
Conflict the Kid on Twitter. You know, I make beats. Holla at me.
Conflict the kid, not the, because we don't use proper English. King_Bear on all social medias. Shout out to the fact that I finally reached 1,000 followers.
Yay!
DJ
1K.
Stacy Spins go to hell because she unfollowed me. Just so I couldn't have 1,000 followers when she followed me back.
Damn.
Shout out to A Game getting to the bag. He could have been here tonight. The other 4th member of the podcast. Thank you to BJ for holding in for him. But yeah, so shout out to A Game. He getting to the bag tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Money first. To the money. To the cameraman. Come on. Shout out to the cameraman.
All right, y'all. So we'll catch y'all next time we actually get back together.
Whole lot of gay shit.